Well, John, welcome to the line. So,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for having Blackline here at Construction Ready. So
Y'all are
appreciative
awesome.
to be a part of it.
We're
And
here to
now-
crash the party.
Yeah, we got the guys that have been running around like chickens with their heads cut off. These guys have been capturing all weekend. So we have here on this end Jeremy Hess, the CEO of Blackline.
Yeah.
And on this end we have Curran Blevins, our creative director.
Heidi ho.
And here in the middle with me we have John with Construction Ready.
Yes,
and
sir.
John, we're here today because of you. You know,
100%.
We are here today because of you,
Yeah.
and we are so glad to be here. So thank you from Blackline to you and Construction Ready for inviting us to be a part of this amazing event.
We're so glad that y'all are here. I have to tell you, the love is all on this side of the table because y'all are just exceeded all the expectations we could have ever had.
Well, that's the team all around us.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they kill it because they really care about what you're doing. They have a passion and believe in what you're doing.
It comes
sure.
through in your work.
Yeah.
Truly.
John, end of
Jeremy.
day 2. Technically 3.
Yeah.
4.
How are you feeling? 4, 8, 18, 28.
Yeah, day 47.
Day
Yeah.
300.
How are you feeling? I mean, literally everything that you just spent many, many months planning, chasing this thing down. You hear in the background, everybody's kind of cleaning up.
Yeah.
And the reality of it is we had some amazing things going on. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I feel so great about this year. There were a lot of things leading up to this event that left some question marks in our mind about how things were going to go. Some of it was timing of the year. There were actually some schools that had winter break that aligned with the dates, and so we had some concern there. But it ended up being just awesome. I mean, it actually ended up, it looks like, I mean, from preliminary numbers, it looks like it's going to be our largest yet, even though we had about 56 counties in Georgia that were on winter break,
Dude,
Wow.
including Atlanta public schools and some surrounding counties. So
Wow.
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Wow, that's
Really cool.
crazy.
it's really cool.
So how does your team feel, you know, coming out of this here at the end? What are your players feel like as they're leaving this? I feel like, you know, we're on the Sports Center or something.
Yeah. I mean, other than the first reaction you're going to get is they're exhausted.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah.
I think the glow or the afterglow isn't going to start until they have a good night's sleep. But the feeling of having a successful event and seeing things wrap up and talking to industry partners, talking to teachers, talking to students, and just the smiles on their faces. We already know it was an awesome, successful event, but then more of that stuff is going to come out as the days come. There's lots of people that are tired, they've been stressed, they've been trying to hit certain deadlines and timelines, and but coming away from it, it's already the afterglow already started, but then we'll see it seep out even more over the coming days and weeks.
For sure. There was a moment where I was up in the Crow's Nest production office up there, and I looked out, and there was a sea of Clayton. Is it Clayton County? Is that Clayton County kids? It almost looked like 1,000 kids were running through these doors, and hard hat, glasses. It was the most intense moment, I think, of the weekend for me personally, watching how much hunger, I want to kind of say, like for this space that, you know, there is. And I want to kind of ask you, with that hunger, is that a part of what drives Construction Ready to do this? Like for feeding those kids?
Without a doubt. I mean, so it's not just that hunger of them going into it, but it's us knowing what's on the other side of it for so many of them.
For sure.
So it's like we know we get excited because we know that's a starting place. You know, they came in, a lot of these students, I mean, it was maybe not quite 1,000, but almost. Kudos to Luke Fletcher on our team, by the way, for making that happen.
Crazy.
And his whole team. But
Luke's a legend, first of all.
I mean,
hold on.
He's a total operator. Luke is a total operator.
Out of nowhere, Luke's like, hey, Commissioner Hall in Atlanta, do you want to speak to her? And out of nowhere, he's like, I got to connect. And she was sitting here earlier doing a podcast. So shout out to Luke, first of all, Construction Ready team.
Thanks for giving me the stressful first, government official that I'm doing a podcast with. Yeah, thanks, Luke. Thanks.
Yeah, but that hunger, like I could see it in employees. Clayton's over here right now. It's like putting in long hours, and it's like there comes a point as an employer, whatever it is, like if you do not believe, people are gonna leave. And I think that watching people stick around all day long and the smiles still happening right now, says a lot about you, leadership, and everybody at your company.
Well, and I'll tell you, like one of the things that is feeding that feverish feeling that you felt in those students is before they came in here, you may not have seen it personally, but we had them all collect in a room. It was this massive room upstairs, and we had a couple industry leaders speak to them. And so we had Grady Jarrett from the Falcons. He's awesome. Initially speak with them, and then we had Bryson Barnes, who's president of Bryson Constructors, speak with him and tell his story about how he started off sweeping floors and picking up materials, and now he's an owner of a multi-million-dollar business.
Crazy.
And him sharing some of the real life examples to them, they're just all raising their hands. Like there was a kid that said, "Where do I go to sign up?" And so they're really starting to lean in. Where before they hear that, before they have that interaction, it could be sort of abstract for them. But then when they see it, they hear it from a leader in the industry. It's really impactful. So they're coming down and they're like, they have a whole new mindset.
For sure. I think I have to put you on the spot a little bit and say, what's a win and what's a learn?
What's a win and what's a learn?
Yeah.
So lots of both, I think. For us, organizationally, pulling this event off is a win in and of itself. Because, it's funny, we have a team that's supporting some of the work that we're doing that does trade shows for a living.
Whoa.
And they came in to just add some support this year. And they were like, wait, y'all move everything in one day? All of this in one day? They were blown away.
Literally.
Yeah, they were just like, wait. I don't know if we want to be a part of this anymore.
Are you sure?
And then to see the move out just happen so rapidly. So, the win, the big win is obviously pulling off the event, but seeing the students' faces light up, hearing the conversations with industry partners where they're talking to students and they're hearing the excitement. And it is sort of a hiring event. It's designed more like to be an awareness event, so that people can go further and start having that dialogue and lean in. But when you hear about actual hiring that's taking place as a result of this event, that's a huge win. Lesson learned, we have lessons that we learn every year. They've been doing this for 15 years. Construction Ready has. And so, it's one of those things where every single year there's a new lesson learned. And we just try to make sure that we do learn from it. We take a sober look in the mirror and say, all right, we're looking at this through rose glasses because we love this. Let's look at it objectively as if a third party, and even get feedback from other people that have fresh eyes and say, what can we do better?
Sure.
There's lots.
Good.
Everybody looks at me. Well, I guess I just don't shut up. That's really
so
what
I'm
it
just
is.
going to ignore you. Jeremy, you've been out, with Kern today, kind of running around, helping to capture and seeing things. And what are some of the things that you've captured here today that, this is a dangerous question for me to ask because we're live. But that moved you?
Ooh.
Well, and I think the first part of this is, there's a, why even go live today? Right?
Because we said we would.
Well, we said we would.
Other than that, though.
If we don't share what we've experienced, and that's why we want to be doing this right now. We want to give you, kind of a cap to a really great experience. And me, I'm always talking about shared experiences. When we have a shared experience, it gives me an opportunity to not just watch. It's for me to engage.
So brothers.
But you asked about what moved me, right? Obviously, I'm moved by the excellence. I actually think there was a spirit of excellence here, and I think we mentioned this yesterday. when you look at the layout of this place, we put the students in the center, right? They're the ones doing the competition, right?
Yeah.
And then we surrounded them with support.
Yeah.
To me, that's something that is an outward expression for those students to know that they're supported, they're surrounded, and there are big businesses wanting them to know that they are wanted. They want to make the investment, right?
Absolutely.
Now, I'm gonna switch it completely on you.
Okay.
One of the last things that Karen and I did, we were walking past, saw a mom. She was looking pretty.
This is what happens with a live.
Stand by.
Yeah. That's
Help.
awesome.
Oh, thank
There we go.
you.
Yeah. This is live.
Yeah. So she, we just started, struck up a conversation, and she literally got tears in her eyes
Yeah.
because of how proud she was of her son and her adopted son.
Absolutely.
Is the way she described it to us. And I'm sitting there watching this. I'm watching this kid, and I'm leaning over, and I'm going, so when did you start this? And he got all proud and really excited. And he goes, my first year here, I won the event.
Come on.
And it was like, it just energized him.
Yeah.
And now he's chasing this thing down. This is his 4th year, right?
Yeah.
So I asked him, I was like, so how'd you do? He goes, oh, I got first place.
Yeah.
You know, it was like the confidence, right? So
Yeah.
what we're talking about here is we're taking 6th graders showed up, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're piquing their interest, going like, well, what does this look like, right?
Yeah.
And then you're taking seniors who are confident
Yeah.
because they didn't talk about it. They didn't learn it in a book. They
Yeah.
didn't watch it on YouTube. They stepped up to the plate,
Yeah.
or in this word,
They stepped up to the
they stepped up to the line,
Yeah.
and they actually built something.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that moves me because I'm all about solutions.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a lot of solutions happening here, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome, John. It was a
So
privilege.
cool that you mentioned that. The cool thing about this event is, like you said, it's kind of a physical manifestation of our culture as an organization. Is we call them our heroes.
Yeah.
So in the students, either adult students or high school students or younger, we put them at the center of everything that we do.
Yeah.
And so this was a representation of that. And when the younger students come onto the floor and they see those high schoolers with that confidence and building something with excellence, it's almost like aspirational for them.
Yeah.
And so they're able to see something and they say, you know what, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
So that's one reason why we go younger and make sure we try to get the students in here younger so they can have that pride of building something with their hands, tap into a passion that they can connect with the paycheck later.
Your
awesome.
CEO of Construction Ready was sharing that earlier with me, and I love the strategy in it because he said also it connects with them, it connects with their parents
Yes.
at that early age, and it's almost like it's educating the parents as well. It's educating them that, hey, there are real opportunities, not just where the culture and the world is telling you are. There are real opportunities here, here, and here. And he even went farther to say, because we're all different. You know, you might be a plumber, you might be an excavator, you might, there are so many different options, whether it's even construction or other skills that are here.
Yep.
We're all wired differently, and that's what you guys are trying to highlight and connect with people, to just show those opportunities, show hope to people.
There's something for everyone in construction.
Yeah.
Whether you like to work with numbers, you like to take your photographer,
Yeah, Curry never
graphics,
thought he would work in
you know,
construction.
whatever it is, there's something for everyone in construction.
Hold on. I did work for Turner for a summer.
Yeah, he says
Turner.
that a lot.
I worked for Turner, and I tore out HVAC in a college. So I did it.
Okay.
And I guess
cool.
is tree farming construction? No.
No.
Dang. Well, that's it. That's
Okay.
it. That's my
Well, hey, thank you very much for joining us today on this live. Thank you, Construction Ready.
Yeah.
Thank
you for listening with us, and step up to the line, guys. All right.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye-bye.